Hey guys, welcome to another episode of ENTLynx News Rewind, where we talk about yesterday's news today. My name's English Dave, and here's your movie, TV, and tech news for Tuesday, July 21st.
You had no authority. None. Mexico City. What were you doing there?
I was taking some overdue holiday.
A couple of new and noteworthy trailers were released last night. First up, we have Sony Pictures' Spectre, the James Bond sequel directed by Sam Mendes. And while it's no secret that I have my fair share of issues with the Bond franchise recently, this one has my interest. I'm not 100% sold, but visually this looks great. The official synopsis is as follows. A cryptic message from the past sends James Bond on a rogue mission to Mexico City and eventually Rome, where he meets Lucia Scaria, played by Monica Bellucci, the beautiful and forbidden widow of an infamous criminal. Bond infiltrates a secret meeting and uncovers the existence of the sinister organization known as Spectre. We finally get a shot of Christoph Waltz as the main villain, though we still don't have a name for him. But it seems that he's not bent on world domination, but more so he has a personal vendetta against Bond himself. It also makes me happy, at least from the trailer, that Bond gets to do more stuff with technology, and Q gives him a cool car, and we see some cool stuff with the car. I've always liked those elements of Bond. Some people find it corny, but my whole thing is I want to see that cool Bond. You know, if you guys saw Kingsman, you know that suave and cool can be done without looking corny. Anyway, we'll see how this turns out when James Bond Spectre is released this year. So it seems that we'll be getting 2 Pixar movies this year instead of the traditional one. Usually Pixar releases a movie every year, but last year they didn't release one. The Good Dinosaur is their next movie, and they just released a full trailer and it looks fantastic. Directed by Peter Sohn, who also directed the Pixar short Partly Cloudy, the body comedy takes place in a world in which the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs missed. The story revolves around the dinosaur named Arlo, who, after a traumatic event, unsettles his family and sets out on a journey with an unlikely companion, a human boy. In typical Pixar fashion, this trailer looks beautiful, super emotional, yet we don't really get much of the story, and I love that. I love what Pixar have done in terms of the visuals. The background have this kind of photorealistic look, while the characters have a cartoony look. On paper that shouldn't work, but here it works perfectly. At first I wasn't so sure about this film. Initially it started its production in 2009, its release dates got pushed back many times, it even changed directors, so I thought there was a lot of problems behind the scenes. But this trailer makes it look like none of that affected the final movie. I can't wait to see it. The movie opens in theaters in 3D and IMAX November 25th.
The following presentation was made by the Muppets to convince ABC to make a new show starring the Muppets. It was never meant to be seen by the public, but following Comic-Con, demand to see it was overwhelming.
Show us!
So the network was able to cut through the red tape. Here it is. You got what you wanted. Please stop yelling at us.
And in TV news, the Muppets are coming back to TV. That's so exciting. Though at first I wasn't convinced. I was like, what are they going to do with bringing the Muppets back? But then I saw this video and I'm very impressed. The new series is a more adult version of the Muppet Show, made for those of us who grew up with the Muppets as opposed to kids today. It's shot mockumentary style, kind of like The Office, mixed with 30 Rock, but it doesn't seem cliche. It actually works really well. In a way, it almost feels as if this is the first time we're seeing the Muppets in our world. Yes, we've seen many movies that make it seem as if the Muppets are in our world, but the way this is shot, it's almost as if those were the movies and now this is the behind the scenes. I love the idea of this. I love the 10-minute video that I saw. The Muppet premieres Tuesday, September 22nd on ABC. And in a quick last piece of news, if you're in New York City between now and July 28th, you should definitely check out the Forever 21 store in Times Square. They have something that's really cool. In the store, they have this giant screen that shows all their Instagram pictures. But the catch is, it's not a regular screen. It's not made of pixels, it's made out of thread. Though it's clearly a marketing gimmick for the store, it's actually a pretty good piece of technology. You guys should definitely check out the video. I'll also add a link to that as well. But again, if you're in Times Square between now and July 28th, definitely go to that store, see it for yourself, because it looks even better in person. And that's it for today's episode of ENTLynx News Rewind. For more information, follow us on Twitter, #@ENTLynx. Send us a message, ask us some questions, we will probably reply to you. You can also check out our website, ENTLynx.com. That's links with a LYNX. We have movie reviews, game reviews, different kind of articles. Basically a bigger version of what this is. I've been English Dave, and this has been an ENTLynx News Rewind. See ya.